What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And, let me talk about this real quick because I haven't got caught up with a lot of these stories on Star Wars. John Boyega rumored to make a Star Wars comeback in the 2025 movie. This is the one that everybody thinks is going to happen with Rey. I still have my doubts as to whether that thing is even going to get kicked off, okay? Even money says it gets canceled by the end of summer. But nevertheless, they're talking about it. They're talking about putting John Boyega in it. I said on a previous video, and you can watch that, I'll link above, where I said if you're going to bring back Rey, the character that really needs to be like rehabilitated is Finn. John Boyega, the Stormtrooper turned Jedi. That's the story that everybody kind of would have been, wow, this is interesting. Let's check it out. Okay. Rey ended up being kind of a nothing burger of a character. It's like this wish fulfillment character that people write when they're like 14 years old and they're just getting started writing. That's the character of Rey. I don't know how you fix that without turning her dark. You would have to turn her into just completely dark Rey, make her an evil bad guy, and then have this guy right here, Finn, who has kind of remained like consistently good and on the side of the rebellion and everything. You kind of just say, okay, let's see if he can go and rehabilitate his friend, kind of save his friend, pull Rey back from the brink, a la Luke with Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, okay? So maybe that's the story that they can tell if they're going to bring back John Boyega. Otherwise, I don't want to see this dude just screaming, Rey, for another movie, okay? I'm not interested in that, okay? They tried to do stuff with his character, okay? Whatever characterization they have given these people has just absolutely gone off the rails. So let's go ahead and see what this article says. Of course, this is on the direct. A new rumor points towards John Boyega reprising his Star Wars role as Finn in a future project. For many fans, news comes as a surprise, especially since the actor has been openly critical of how Lucasfilm handled his character in recent years. 100%. He has every right to feel the way he's felt about how they handled Finn, okay? The first movie, whatever, okay? I don't think they set his character up well at all, but nevertheless, there was room for improvement, and there was room to give him a better character arc. I think Rian Johnson tried to give him a character arc in the second one, and he just kind of repeated some of the same beats of the first one. This guy needed to be a rebel. He needed to be down for the rebellion, okay? I think that's what Rian Johnson was trying to show, is how this guy moves from just being a suck up to Rey, all right, to actually being a, rebel scum or whatever, as he said at the end of the movie. But the reality is that everybody has completely botched this character. They haven't given us a solid through line from beginning to end so that we can enjoy him, okay? Because of that, the actor himself is like, I don't want anything left to do with this character. You guys can go ahead and just write me out of all the projects, okay? So if they convinced him to come back after all of that, okay, after they just completely wasted, in my opinion, his time, wasted an interesting idea of a character, all right, they may have either A, told him, hey, you know what, we got this thing laid out perfectly, John. Don't worry about it. Come on back, okay? Let me show you what we're going to do with Finn, and this is going to be amazing. Or B, he's just hard up for money, and he's just like, hey, I'll take the role. Sure, why not? Okay, probably a little bit of both. On the Hot Mic podcast, John Roker revealed that a couple of different sources claim John Boyega will be coming back for Sharmin Obaid-Chinoy's 2025 Star Wars film. This means Boyega's reformed Stormtrooper will be sharing the screen once more with Daisy Ridley's Rey. But in this film, Rey is building a new Jedi Order 15 years after the events of Rise of Skywalker. As for why John Boyega is now open to returning, two of Roka's trusted film sources explained that the actor and Lucasfilm Kathleen Kennedy reportedly buried the hatchet, allowing for new negotiations. Yeah, buried the hatchet in terms of, hey, pay me more money, okay? I'll jump back into this thing because you got to pay me more money. Because if you're bringing Rey back and you don't bring Finn back, then it's like, what the hell's going on here, right? I don't know what Oscar Isaacs, where his head is at with this whole thing. Okay, I don't know if he's coming back. And honestly, Finn is the one that needed the rehab, okay? His character suffered, in my opinion, the most. Rey, whatever. Nothing burger of a character, wish fulfillment character. They made her what they made her. I'm not interested in her character. I would be interested to see, okay, how are you guys going to use Finn going forward? Can you use him to shape up the Jedi Order in some sort of way, show his growth or whatever, using the sabers, using the Force? How can they do this? I would be interested to see something like that. Boyega is truly a big deal. Lucasfilm's interest in bringing Boyega back on board makes sense. Despite how the sequel films relegated film story, he remained a favorite amongst fans. It's considered one of the trilogy's biggest missed opportunities, 100%. His role in Sharmin, whatever her name is, potential film would be a way of Star Wars to make things right for the character John Boyega and Star Wars fans. Plus, there's the fact that Finn is Force sensitive. It's supposedly what he wanted to tell Rey all throughout the 2019 film. If that's the case, with Rey now rebuilding the Order, Finn is sure to be a part of that, meaning fans may finally see the former FN-2187 as a fully fledged Jedi. Yeah, this part right here could be fun, okay? I'm not gonna lie, for a Star Wars fan like myself, I wanted to see Boyega kind of flex. That's what we thought we were going to get in The Force Awakens. Like, oh, we're going to get a Stormtrooper turned Jedi. Cool. I'm down for that. All right. So to see this fully fleshed out, I think it would be pretty nice. Okay. And again, it's good for the character. What does it mean for Star Wars? I don't know. Okay, Star Wars is just always all over the place. All right, at this point, I have no idea what to expect. But anyway, I think this is interesting enough to at least keep an eye on it. It doesn't give me any higher hopes, okay? I don't think this film is even going to happen, okay? This Sharmin Obaid-Chinoy's film. I think this thing is going to get canceled before you know it, okay? They haven't announced any other, personalities, writers, or anything like that. She's just the only thing that we got, her and Daisy Ridley, and that's it. Who's writing it, we still don't know. So I'm not holding my breath out for this, but this information is interesting, and we'll keep an eye on that. But anyway, folks, what do you think about Finn coming back? What would you do with Finn? Okay, what would you do with Finn if you brought him back? In my opinion, I've already laid it out. You have him kind of take on the Luke role to rescue Rey, bring Rey back from the brink. You can make that dynamic story between the two of them. I think that would be interesting. But other than that, I'm not sure what you do with this guy at this point. They've kind of botched this entire sequel trilogy and all the characters in it. But you guys go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.